Hello, welcome to how to put your strings on after the gig. Lesson number 1. I'll just cut to the chase. There's 100 different ways of putting your strings on. But after 20 years of doing gigs, this is the way I find it works best for me. First thing to do is make sure all the holes of the tuning pegs are facing down. It saves you time later. So all the holes are facing this way. If you got a floating bridge or a wraparound tail piece or whatever, acoustic guitar, nylon string, all different techniques. Today we're going to be doing the stop tail piece, which is that, which means basically the string gets threaded through and it stops right there, doesn't do anything tricky. So we're going to work on that one. So the way I do it, you get the fattest string and I thread it through. And basically, as a rule, for these 3 wound strings, I like it to wrap around the post 2 to 3 times, and on the plain strings, which are these 3 strings, I like it to wrap around 4 times, maybe 5, but 4 is ideal. So what I do is I pull it all the way through, and then I guesstimate 2 wraps how far that'll be. So 1, 2. So I reckon that'll be like 2 times around that. Push it through. You can wind it by hand or with a winder, but I use this because I've got to do it all the time. So then, and I probably should have charged it before I did this. It's a little slow, but all things being equal, this should wrap around 2.5 times, which is about the right amount. Which is exactly what it is, and then just put it on the saddle. And then what I do is I just bend that bit back, just to stop a little bit of whatever, and you cut it off about, I don't know, a centimetre from the hole. This string is always the hardest because it's the thickest plain string and it's quite hard to handle because it's so stiff. What you don't want is, as you wind it, you don't want the winds going above and below. It's all got to be even. It's quite, like as you can see with these ones, they're not sort of jumping above things and looping and all that. It's all nice and even, so the tension is even, so there's no slippage. So anyway, here we go. I reckon that's about 1 and a bit. I reckon that's about 4 turns, which is what I want for the plain strings. You need a bit more for the plain strings because they don't have the grip that the wound ones got. So there you go. That's 4 winds. See, it'll slip up nicely there. Make sure it's in the saddle anyway, and then do that.
I can see purple rain here, look at it. In the guts, bro. In the guts.
That's how you want your headstock to look. If you got strings hanging out and things crossing over, I mean,
hold it steady. Yeah, that's it.
We used to have a footy coach that said, if you want to be a footballer, at least look like one. Okay. And that's a bit the same as this. If you want to be a musician, at least look like one. Know how to put your strings on. Know what you're doing. Now, this is a little trick that I learned from Kevin Reeves that does my guitars. And once you've done that, just pull them off, just to the side like that. And then you get a Stanley trimmer and a pencil. And you do this. You basically just put a little bit of graphite in the nut. Right, and you just push it into the grooves, into the slots. And what that does is, when you're tuning up, it helps the string slip through the nut. They don't catch, you don't get that tinking sound. Like if you're turning your machine heads, it goes tink, tink, tink. It means it's catching in the nut. So which is not very good for tuning. So you put a little bit of pencil in there and it won't do it. And it'll slip through nicely. And so that's how you put your strings on.